Okay. Um, Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. And I'm glad you all made it here. And I hope you all had a great week this week. Okay. And now, okay, okay, I'm gonna read the poem, Gary's poem, and his theme poem for our club. Money has spoiled. Okay. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. And okay, and tomorrow is Mother's Day. So I know y'all don't want me to. I know some of y'all. I know somebody does not want me to play Oates music again, but I'm gonna play this one called that for the Mother's Day tomorrow of Gary's called "You Know, Mom." Okay,
So you
this
know,
is a
Mom.
poem he
Here we go.
wrote.
Okay. You know, Mom, I love you. Now I'm going to be ornery and cry. Mom, I'm going to love you till the day I die. Mom, I'm going to be there with tears in my eyes the day you die. Now, Dad, you're the greatest thing to me. For all my life, you've been dear to me. I'll remember fishing and fun and all the things you did for me, and I'll give you a grandson that will say the same thing to me. End of poem.
And that was reading. I you know, Mom. Okay, okay. Let me. Oh, Robbie was saying. Okay, this is the show. Okay, he said, how about yourself? How are you doing? I'm doing good, Robbie. Okay, thank you. Mhm. Okay, and I'm ready for today, and I'm also getting ready for the show. On Monday we're having Petros. He lives in Greece. He'll be here. Yes, he'll be on the show too on Monday. That eight at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here, and over there in Greece it'll be 8 o'clock p.m. Okay, and okay, okay, and somebody okay, this is going really slow for me some reason. Okay, somebody said hey, yes, it's that time. I'll be peeping in as I'm working, and that's a I don't know who that is. I had to get into the okay, and then Facebook user said I'm here, and Doreen said hi, Noreen. Hello, Doreen. Welcome to the Facebook um, Saturday night show, and it's an honor to have you here. And I want to welcome you too, Robbie. Welcome to the the Poetry Club the Saturday night show, and welcome. It's an honor to have you here too, Robbie. Okay, and Facebook user, it is an honor. It's an honor. Okay, and Facebook user, welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Live. It is an honor to have you here. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, and somebody said Facebook user said I need a link. Okay, and Facebook user says your show, play what you want. How dare someone tell you what to play on your show? Okay, I'm going to sit down. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let me get on the Facebook so I know who's on here, so I don't have to say Facebook user. Okay, okay, um, okay. If you're on the Poetry Club listening, I won't be able to tell you who you are. Um, oh, and Star is here. Welcome, Star. Star said, "Hi, Noreen, my beautiful friend." Okay, and she's on the Poetry Club. Welcome, Star. Welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook Saturday night show. It's an honor to have you here. Okay, and yes, it's India T. Davis, and she said, "I don't know why my name isn't coming up. That's because you're on the in a group. You're watching it from the Poetry Club, and it won't show up on it won't show up if you're on the in a group." Um, okay, welcome, Emilia, to the Facebook to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. And Soul Angel said, "Hi everyone, hello Soul Angel, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show." And it's an honor to have you here. And Emilia said, "I'm not. I'm done. I'm here." Okay. And Honey said, "I'm here. It's Honey. Not sure why it's saying Facebook username. That's because you're on a group. It won't show up on a group, and you. Okay. 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 And okay. Okay. And Robbie said, "Oh, nice to see Star is here." Yes, it's Star. Star. Um, Star Crier. Yeah. Okay. It's just really slow here. And so Angel said, "Oh, okay. Thank you, sweetie. You're very welcome, Soul Angel." And and oh, and Honey said, "Oh wow, it's never done that before, Honey." Okay. And okay. Mm, okay, it's going really slow. Bear with me. And Facebook user said, "Well, how do we get an other than group?" Well, you can go on my Facebook page if you're on my Facebook page, or you can go on YouTube. And then your name will show up. Okay. And okay, this was taking so long. Um, and okay, and Soul Angel said, "Happy Mother's Day to all the moms." Okay, and then okay, Robbie said, "Hello, folks. I was in the YouTube chat." Okay, and okay, okay, yes. Okay, Emilia said, "Okay, do you see me now?" Yes. Okay, Emilia. Okay, the link would be on the description of the show. You should see it on there. But I can write it down real quick before I get started. Okay. Okay. Right now I'm in the Poetry Club. I'll put that in there first. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let me put this in later. Okay. I'll put that in later, right before the potpourri. Okay. 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 And there it is. Today I'm going to read from William Shakespeare, the sonnets, poems of love. Okay, and I'm going to read sonnets 120 through 129. Okay, okay, okay. Sonnet 120. You were once unkind, befriends me now, and for that sorrow which I then did feel, needs must I under my transgression bow, unless my nerves were brass or hammer steel. For if you were by my unkindness shaken, as I by yours, ye have passed a hell of time, and I, a tyrant, have no leisure taken to weigh how once I suffered in your crime. Oh, that our night ago might have remembered my deep of sins, how hard true sorrow hits, and soon to you as you to me then tendered the humble salve which wounded bosoms fits. But that your trespass now becomes a fee, mine ransoms yours, and yours must ransom me. The end. Okay. 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 That was Sonnet 120. Sonnet 121. 'Tis better to be vile than vile esteemed, when not to be received reproach of being, and the just pleasure lost, which is so deemed. Okay, let me get, okay, okay, turn that fan off. It's blowing my hair. Okay, okay, okay. 'Tis better to be vile than vile esteemed. Can we read, start over? Sonnet 121. 'Tis better to be vile than vile esteemed, when not to be received reproach of being, and the just pleasure lost, which is so deemed, not by our feeling, but by others' seeing. For why should others give salutation to my sportive blood? Or on my frailties, why are frailer spies, wishing their wills count bad what I think good? No, I am that I am, and they that level at my abuses reckon up their own. I may be straight, though they themselves be devil. By their rank thoughts my deeds must not be shown, unless this general evil they maintain all men are bad, and in their badness reign. The end. And that was Sonnet 121. Okay. Okay, Amelia said, um, okay, I'm now on YouTube. And so Angel said, okay, I'm now on the YouTube. And um okay, I don't know who that is. Somebody said I love Shakespeare. Okay. And so Angel said, thank you. Okay. And Robbie said, hello all. Okay. Okay. And and a Facebook user said clap, clap, clap. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Now Sonnet 123 withdraw. Okay. Okay. No, time, thou shalt not boast that I do change thy pyramids built up with newer might. To me are nothing novel, nothing strange. They are but dressings of a former sight. Our dates are brief, and therefore we admire what thou dost foist upon us that is owed, and rather make them born to our desire, than think that we before have heard them told. Thy registers in thee I both defy, not wondering at the present nor the past, for thy records and what we see go by, made more or less by thy continual haste. This I do vow, and this shall ever be. I will be true despite thy strife in thee. The end. Okay. Okay, that was Sonnet 123. Okay, and so Angel said I'll be working too. I'm sorry. You don't owe me an apology, Soul Angel. That's okay. It's okay. You don't owe me an apology. Okay. Okay. And next one, I gotta turn this back on. It's kind of too hot with this off, but it was blowing my hair all over. Okay. Okay. Sonnet 124. If my dear love were but the child of state, it might for fortune's bastard be unfathered, as subject to time's love or to time's hate, weeds among weeds, or flowers with flowers gathered. No, it was gilded, far from accident. It suffers not in smiling pomp, nor falls under the blow of throbbed discontent. Thereto the inviting time our fashion calls. It fears not policy, that heretic which works on leases of short numbered hours, but all alone stands hugely polite, that it nor grows with heat, nor drowns with showers. To this I witness call the fools of time, which die for goodness, who have lived for crime. The end. And that was Sonnet 124. And Star said, okay, I'm listening while posting Tupperware and tastefully simple stuff in diamond painting. Okay, Star. Thank you, Star. Thank you very much. Okay, 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 okay. Uh-oh. That one, okay, 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 okay. And Sonnet 125. Okay. Weren't aught to me I bore the canopy, with my extern the outward honoring, or laid great bases for eternity, which proves more short than waste or ruining. Have I not seen dwellers on form and favor lose all and more by paying too much rent for compound sweet foregoing simple savor? pitiful thrivers in their gazing spent? No, let me be obsequious in thy heart, and take thou my oblation, poor but free, which is not mixed with seconds, knows no art, but mutual render only me for thee. Okay. Hence, thou suborned informer, a true soul, when most in peace stands, least in thy control. The end. And that was Sonnet 125. Okay. Okay. And Janet, okay, I mean, Star said, okay. Okay, love you. Love you too, Star. Okay. Okay. And let me get me a drink. Okay. Okay. And Sonnet 126. O thou, my lovely boy, who in thy power does hold time's fickle glass, his sickle hour, who hast by waning grown, and therein showest thy lover's withering, as thy sweet self growst, if nature, sovereign mistress over rack, as thou goest onward, still will pluck thee back. She keeps thee to this purpose, that her skill may time disgrace, and rich minutes kill. Yet fear her, O thou minion of her pleasure. She may detain, but not still keep her treasure. Her audit, though delayed, answered must be, and her curious is to render thee. The end. And that was Sonnet 126. Okay. And Sonnet 127. In the old age, black was not counted fair, or if it were, it bore not beauty's name. But now is black beauty success of hair, and beauty slandered with a dastard shame. For since each hand hath put on nature's power, fearing the foul with art's false borrowed face, sweet beauty hath no name, no holy bower, but is profaned, if not lives in disgrace. Therefore my mistress' eyes are raven black, her eyes so suited, and they mourners seem, as such who, not born fair, no beauty lack, slandering creation with a false esteem, yet though they mourn, becoming of their woe, that every tongue says beauty should look so. The end. And that was Sonnet 127. Okay. Okay, and okay, okay. Sonnet 128. Okay. How oft, when thou my music playest upon that blessed wood, whose motion sounds with thy sweet fingers when thou gently swayest the wiry concord that mine car confounds, do I envy thee those jacks that nimble leap to kiss the tender inward of thy hand, whilst my poor lips, which should that harvest reap, at that wood's boldness by thee blushing stand, to be so tickled they would change their state and situation with those dancing ships, over whom thy fingers walk with gentle gait, making dead wood more blessed than have living lips. Since saucy jacks so happy are in this, give them thy fingers, me thy lips to kiss. The end. And that was Sonnet 128. Sonnet 129. The expense of spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action, until action, lust is perjured, murderous, bloody, full of blame, savage, extreme, rude, cruel, not to trust, enjoy no sooner, but despise straight, past reason hunted, and no sooner had, past reason hated as a swallow hare, on purpose laid to make the taker mad, made in pursuit, and in possession so, had, having, and in quest to have extreme, a blessed proof, and proved a very woe. There before a joy proposed behind a dream. All this the world will knows, yet none knows well to shun the heaven that leads men to this hell. The end. Okay, that was Sonnet 129. Okay, and then next week I'll read some more from William Shakespeare, the sonnets, poems of love. Okay, and okay, and Star said Tyone, my kid, is laying by the computer listening to Noreen recite Shakespeare. Oh, oh, that is so sweet. Oh, try on. Okay, try one. Okay, okay, okay. That is so sweet. Okay, now I'm going to read from um okay um uh, okay, I found it. Aura by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and I'm doing book two. We're on book two. Okay, what page that was on? Um, page 39. Okay, page. Okay, 32, 36. Mm, 36. Um, 38. Okay, here it is. Aura second book by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay. Times followed one another. Came a morn, I stood. Okay. Came a morn, I stood upon the brink of 20 years, and looked before and after as I stood, woman and artist, either incomplete, both credulous of completion. There I held the holy creation in my little cup, and smiled with thirsty lips before I drank. Good health to you and me, sweet neighbor mine, and sweet neighbor mine, and all these peoples. I was glad that day. The June was in me, with its multitudes of nightingales, all singing in the dark, and rosebuds reddening where the callous split. I felt so young, so strong, so sure of God, so glad I could not choose, be very wise, and old at 20 was inclined to pull my childhood backward in a childish jest, to see the face of it once more and farewell, in which fantastic mood I bounded forth at early morning, would not wait so long as even to snatch my bonnet by the strings, but brushing a green trail across the lawn with my gown in the dew, took wheel and way among the acacias of the shrubberies. Okay. To fly my fancies in the open air and keep my birthday till my aunt awoke, to stop good dreams. Meanwhile, I murmured on, as honeyed bees keep humming to themselves. The worthiest poets have remained uncrowned till death has bleached their foreheads to the bone. And so with me it must be, unless I prove unworthy of the grand adversity, and certainly I would not fail so much. What, therefore, If I crown myself today in sports, not pride, to learn the feel of it, before my brow benumbed as Dante's own, to all the tender pricking of such leaves. What leaves? I pull the branches down to choose from. Not the bay, I choose no bay. The fates deny us if we are overbold, nor myrtle, which means chiefly love, and love is something awful, which one that dares not touch so early on the mornings. This verbena strains the point of passionate fragrance, and hard by this gilder rose at far too slight a beck of the wind will toss about her flower apples. Ah, there's my choice. That ivy on the wall, that headlong ivy, not a leaf will grow, but thinking of a wreath, large leaves, smooth leaves, serrated like my vines and half as green. I like such ivy, bold to leap a height, too strong to clinch, to climb, as gold to grow on graves, as twist about a fat thyrsus, pretty too, and that's not all ill, when twisted round a comb. Thus speaking to myself, half singing it, because some thoughts are fashioned like a bell, to ring with once being touched, I drew a wraith, drenched, blinded me with dew across my brow, and fastened it behind so, turning face my public cousin Romney with a mouth twice graver than his eyes. I stood there fixed, my arms up, like the carotid soul of some abolished temple, helplessly persistence, in a gesture which derides a former purpose. Yet my blush was flame, as if from flax, not stone. Ara Lee, the earliest of Aras, hand stretched out, I clasped, as shipwrecked men will clasp a hand. Indifferent to the sort of palm, the tide had caught me at my pastime, writing down my foolish name too near upon the sea, which drowned me with a blush as foolish. You, my cousin. The smile died out in his eyes and dropped upon his lips, a cold dead weight, for just a moment. Here's a book I found, no name written on it, poems by the form, some Greek upon the margin, ladies' Greek without the accents. Read it? Not a word. I saw at once the thing had witchcraft in it, whereof the reading calls up dangerous spirits. I'd rather bring it to the witch. My book, you send it. Okay, 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 okay. In the hollow by the stream, that beach leans down into, which you said the orbit in it has a nave's heart and pines for waters. Thank you, thanks to you, my cousin, that I have seen you not too much, witch, scholar, poet, dreamer, and the rest, to be a woman also. With a glance, the smile rose in his eyes again, and touched the ivy on my forehead, light as air. I answered gravely, poets' needs must be or men or women, more the pity. Ah, but men, and still less women, happily, scarce need be poets. Keep to the green reef, since even dreaming of the stone and bronze brings headaches, pretty cousin, and defies the clean white morning dresses. So you judge, because I love the beautiful, I must love pleasure cheaply, and be overcharged for ease and whiteness. Well, you know the world only miss your cousin. 'Tis not much. But learn this, I'd rather take my part with God's dead, who afford to walk in white, yet spread his glory, than keep quiet here, and gather up my feet from even a step, for fear to soil my gown and so much dust. I choose to walk at all risk. Here, if heads that hold a rhythmic thought must ache for forms. For my part, I choose headaches, and today's my birthday. Okay, and we should also read some comments. Okay, and Star said, "Woohoo! I'm enjoying the show, Noreen." Thank you, Star. And Star is her stage name. It's hard to call her Janet Renee because I've been calling her Star for. That's how I was introduced uh, to her is Star, so that's why I call her Star. Okay. And Robbie said, "I'm enjoying my whiskey aged wine on a nice spring day, listening to Shakespeare. Can't beat that combo." Yes. Okay. 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 And Honey Z said, "Peeps in. Awesome show, Noreen. I subscribed to your channel and shared it around on the internet. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much." Okay. And okay. Okay. And honey said, "Sounds nice, Robbie." Okay. And oh, here. Wait. Um. And Star said, "I am always Star to you." Yes, you are a Star. You're always going to be Star to me. Yes. Okay. And Honey said, "I know it's so strange to try to call your name Star." Yes, it is. Okay. 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 Dear Ara, choose instead to cure them. You have balsams. I perceive the headache is too noble for my sex. Wait, huh? Okay. You think the heartache would sound decentered. Okay. Uh oh. Okay. You think the heartache would sound decentered, since that's a woman's facial, proper ache, and altogether tolerable, except to a woman, saying which I lose my wreath, and swinging it beside me as I walked, half petulant, half playful as we walked. I sent a sidelong look to find his thought, as falcon set on falconer's finger may, with sidelong head and startled, raving eye, which means, you'll see, I'll soon take flight, you shall not hinder." He had shaken out his hand in answering. Fly then did not speak, except by such a gesture. Silently we paced, until just coming into sight of the house windows, he abruptly caught at one end of the swinging reef and said, "Ara." There I stopped short, breath and all. "Ara, let's be serious and throw by this game of head and heart. Life means, be sure, both heart and head, both active, both complete, and both in earnest. Men and women make the world, as head and heart make human life. Work, man, work, woman, since there's work to do in this beleaguered earth for head and heart. And thought can never do the work of love, but work for ends, I mean for uses, not for such sleek fringed. You call them ends, still that's God's glory, as we saw sow ourselves upon the velvet of those baldaquins. Hold twixt us and the sun, that book of yours, I have not read a page of, but I toss a rose up. It falls calyx down, you see. The chances are that, being a woman young and pure, with such a pair of large calm eyes, you ride as well and ill upon the whole as other women. If as well, what then? If even a little better, still what then? We want the best in art now, or no art. The time is done for facile settings up of men o' gods, nymphs here and tritons there. The polytheists have gone out in God, that unity of best, no God. And so with art we say, give arts divine, direct, indubitable, real as grief, or leave us to the grief we grow ourselves, divine by overcoming with mere hope and most prosaic patience. You, you are young, as Eve was nature's daybreak on her face. But this same world you are come to, dearest cuz, has done with keeping birthdays, saves her wreath to hang upon her ruins, and forgets to run the cry with which she still beats back those savage, hungry dogs that hunt her down to the empty grave of Christ. The world's hard pressed, the sweat of labor in the early curse has turning acrid in 6,000 years. Okay. Become this become the sweat of torture. Who has time, an hour's time? Think, to sit upon a bank and hear the cymbal tinkle in white hands. When Egypt's slain, I say, let Miriam sing. Before, where's Moses? Ah, exactly that. Where's Moses? Is a Moses to be found? Okay. You'll seek him vainly in the bulrushes, while I in vain touch cymbals. Okay. Yet concede, such sounding brass has done some actual good. The application in a woman's hand, if that were credible, being scarcely spoiled in colonizing beehives. There it is. You play beside a deathbed like a child, yet measure to yourself a prophet's place to teach a living. None of all these things can women understand. You generalize, oh, nothing, not even grief. Your quick breathed hearts, so sympathetic to the personal pang, close on each separate knife stroke, yielding up a whole life at each wound, incapable of deepening, widening a large lap of life, whole world full woe. The human race to you means such a child or such a man. You saw one morning, waiting in the cold, beside that gate perhaps. You gather up a few such cases, and when strong sometimes will write of factories and of slavery, as if your father were a Negro and your son a spinner in the mills, all yours and you, all collared with your blood, or otherwise just nothing to you. Why, I call you hard to general suffering. Here's a world half blind with intellectual light, half brutalized with civilization, having caught the plague in silks from Tarsus, shrieking cast, shrieking east and west, along 1,000 railroads, mad with pain and sin too. Does one woman of you all, you who weep easily, grow pale to see this tiger shake his cage? Does one of you stand still from dancing, stop from stringing pearls, and pine and die because of the great aim, some of the great sum of universal anguish? Show me a tear, wet as Cordelia's, in eyes bright as yours, because the world is mad. You cannot count that you should weep for this account, not you. You weep for what you know, a red-haired child sick in a fever. If you touch him once, though but so little as with a fingertip, will set you weeping, but a million sick, you could as soon weep for the rule of three, or compound fractions. Therefore, this same world, uncomprehended by you, must remain influenced by you. Women as you are, mere women, personal and passionate, you give us doting mothers and perfect wives, sublime Madonnas and enduring saints. We get no Christ from you, and verily we shall not get a poet in my mind. Okay. Okay, and Star said, Browning was an amazing linguist. She sure it was. Yep. Because Elizabeth Barrett Browning and Robert Browning are my favorite poets. I love them. Okay. Okay. With which conclusion you conclude, but this, that you are with a large light brow and steady eyelids cannot condescend to play at art as children play at swords, to show a pretty spirit, chiefly admired because true action is impossible. You never can be satisfied with praise which men give women when they judge a book, not as mere work, but as mere woman's work, expressing the comparative respect, which means absolute scorn. Oh, excellent! What grace! What facial turns! What fluent sweeps! What delicate discernment! Almost thought the book does honor to the sex we hold. Among our female authors we make room for this fair writer and congratulate the country that produces in these times such women competent to spell. Stop there, I answered, burning through his thread of talk with a quick flame of emotion. You have read my soul, if not my book, and argue, will I would not condescend. We will not say to such a kind of praise, a worthless end to is praise of all kinds, but to such a use of holy art and golden life. I am young, and peradventure weak. You tell me so. But through being a woman, and for all the rest, take thanks for justice. I would rather dance at fairs on tightrope till the babies dropped their gingerbread for joy than ship the types for tolerable births, intolerable to men who act and suffer. Better far pursue a frivolous trade by serious means than a sublime art frivolously. You choose nobler work than either. O moist eyes and hurrying lips and heaving heart. We are young, Ara, you and I. The world, look round. The world we are come too late is swollen hard with perished generations and their sins. The civilizer's spade grinds horribly on dead men's bones and cannot turn up soil that's otherwise than fatigued. All success proves partial failure, all advance implies what's left behind, all triumph something crushed at the chariot wheels, all government some wrong, and rich men make the poor, who curse the rich, who agonize together, rich and poor, under and over in the social spasm and crisis of the ages. Here's an age that makes its own vacation. Here we have stepped across the bounds of time. Here's naught to see but just a rich man and just Lazarus, and both in torment, with an immediate gulf, though not a hint of Abraham's bosom, who, being man, can stand calmly by and view these things and never tease his soul for some great cure? No physic for this grief, and all the earth and heavens too. You believe in God for your part, that he who makes can make good things from all things, best from worst, as men plant tulips upon dunghills when they wish them finest. True, a death heat is the same as life heat to be accurate, and in all nature is no death at all, as men amount of death as long as God stands witnessing for life perpetually by being just God. That's abstract truth, I know, the philosophy or sympathy with God. But I sympathize with man, not God. I think I was a man for chiefly this. And when I stand beside a dying bed, it's death to me. Observe it had not much consoled the races of mastodons to know before they went to fossil that anon their place was quickened with the elephant. They were not elephants, but masculous, and I a man, as men are now, and not as men may be hereafter, filled with men and the agonizing present. Okay. Is it so? I said, my cousin. Is the world so bad while I hear nothing of it through the trees? The world was always evil, but so bad. So bad, Ara. Dear, my soul is grey with poring over the long sum of ill. So much for vice, so much for discontent, so much for the necessities of power, so much for the connivance of fear, coherent in statistical despairs, with such a total of distracted life. To see it down in figures on a page, plain, silent, clear, as God sees through the earth, the sins of all the graves, that's terrible for one who is not God, and cannot right the wrong he looks on. May I choose indeed, but bow away my ears, my means, my aims, among the helpers, if there's any help in such a social strait. The common blood that swings along my veins is strong enough to show me, to draw me to this duty. Then I spoke. I have now stood long on the strand of life, and these salt waters have had scarcely time to creep. To creep so high up as to wet my feet. I cannot judge these tides. I shall, perhaps. A woman's always younger than a man at equal years, because she is disallowed maturing by the outdoor sun and air, and kept in long clothes, past the age to walk. Oh well, I know you men judge otherwise. You think a woman ripens as a peach in the sheets cheaply. Pass it to me now. I'm young in age, and younger still, I think, as a woman. But a child may say Amen to a bishop's prayer and feel the way it goes, and I, incapable to loose the knot of social questions, can approve, applaud august compassion, Christian thoughts that shoot beyond the vulgar, wide of personal aims, accept my reverence. There he glowed on me, with all his face and eyes. No other help, said he, no more than so. What help? I asked. You scorn my hope. Make yourself, you say. He asked scorn to put her music in my mouth because a woman's. Do you now turn around and ask for what a woman cannot give? For what she only can, I turn and ask. He answered, catching up my hands in his, and shopping and dropping on me from his high-eared brow the full weight of his soul. I ask for love, and that she can, for life and fellowship through bitter duties, that I know she can. For wifehood, will she? Now I said, may God be witness twixt us two. And with the word Messine, I floated into a sudden light above his stature. Am I proved too weak to stand alone, yet strong enough to hear such leaners on my shoulder, poor to think, yet rich enough to sympathize with thought, incompetent to sing, as blackbirds can, yet competent to love, like Mar. Okay. Um. Hello, Austria. Okay. Hello, Austria. Welcome to the Poetry Club Facebook. Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. And Honey Z said, amazing, Noreen. Thanks for sharing. Okay. You're very welcome, honey. Thank. Okay. 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 Um. Okay. Okay. Let me get some more water first. Okay. Okay. Now let me see. I paused. Perhaps I darkened as a lighthouse that turns upon the sea. It's always so. Anything does for a wife. Ara dear, and dearly honored. He pressed in at once with eager utterance. You translate me ill. I do not contradict my thought of you, which most reverent with another thought, found that so. If your sex is weak for art, and I, who says so, did but humor you by using truth in courtship, it is strong for life and duty. Place your place your place your fecund heart in mine, and let this blossom for the world that once love's color in the gray of time. My talk, meanwhile, is arid to you, A, since all my talk can only set you where you look down coldly on the arena heaps of headless bodies, shapeless, indistinct. Okay, okay, one, okay. The judgment angel scarce would find his way through such a heap of generalized distress to the invisible man with lips and eyes, much less Ara. Ah, my sweet, come down, and hand in hand we'll go where yours shall touch these victims one by one, till one by one the formless, nameless trunk of every man so seem to wear a head with hair, you know, and every woman cast your mother's face to melt you into pageant. I'm a girl, I answered slowly. You do well to name my mother's face, though far too early, alas. God's hand did interpose twixt it and me. I know so much of love as used to shine in that face and another, just so much, no more indeed at all. I have not seen so much love since. I pray you pardon me, as answers even to make a marriage within this cold land of England. What you love is not a woman, Romney, but a cause. You want a helpmate, not a mistress, sir. A wife to help your ends, and her no end. Your cause is noble, your ends excellent. But I, being most unworthy of thee, and that do otherwise conceive of love. Farewell, farewell, Ara. You reject me thus, he said. Sir, you were married long ago. You have a wife already, whom you love. Your social theory. Bless you both, I say. For my part, I'm scarcely meek enough to be the handmaid of a lawful spouse. Do I look a Hagar? Think you? So you jest? Okay, I gotta quit for now. And okay. Emilia said, "Awesome poetry. Thank you, Emilia. Thank you very much." Okay, I'm gonna quit for there and continue next week. Okay, let me see what. Okay, 52. Okay, okay. Let me write that page down so I won't forget. 53. Okay, there. Okay, okay. And Star said, "I just wrote a poem for the first time in a long time. Thank you for inspiring me, Noreen." Ah, thank you, Star. I'm so oh, that is awesome. And I'm so it is an honor that I inspire you, and you are very welcome. Wow. Okay. Now wow. Okay. And today's poetic form I'm going to talk about is chemo. Kino. Chemo poetic form is an Israelite version of a haiku. It is focused on a single frozen image, kind of like a snapshot. So it's uncommon to have any movement happening in chemo poems. The guidelines are no, you have 3 lines, no rhymes, 10 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second line, and 6 syllables in the third line. And that is it. And that is a chemo. Okay. 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 And a star said, "Oh wow, Noreen, that's cool. Okay, thank you very much, honey." Okay. Okay. And okay. And she said, "Yes, you go, Star. Yes." And keep on writing, Star. I hope you keep on writing. Okay. And today's word is called manuin. Okay. Amanuensis. Wait, amanuensis. Okay, and it's spelled Ananuensis. It is a noun. Is a Latin word in the early 17th century, and definition is a literary or artistic assistant, particular one who takes dictation or copies manuscripts. Example in a sentence: many classical poets would dictate to an amanuensis who would write down their words. Okay. Oh, by the way, I got the, I have okay, I have got received. I got this word from worddaily.com, and that is related to wordgenius.com. And you can go on worddaily.com. You can subscribe to them for free and get a word daily every day in there too. Okay, and Star said I have written 5 poems in the last several years. Okay, okay. Uh, and Emilia said fascinating. Okay, mm, okay. It'll come back to you, Star. I'm glad you wrote one recently. I'm so glad you wrote a poem. That is awesome. Okay. Okay. And did you know in the classical arts sense, in amanuensis was an assistant who took dictation from a writer or copied manuscripts. Julius Caesar is believed to have used 3 amanuenses in continuous cycles while working on his Gallic commentaries, and the poet Milton employed his daughters in the position. More recently, however, the word has acquired a new usage in regards to disability accommodations. Man is a Proto Indo European root for the word hand, so an amanuensis could be a replacement for a hand. Some university disability offices offer students the option for the amanuensis who can help perform fine motor skills such as operating a microscope. Okay, and that was the end of that. Okay, okay, okay. And I'm going to read from the love poems of Elizabeth and Robert Browning. Okay, and I'm going to read Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Sonnet 32. Okay. The first time that the sun rose on thine oath to love me, I looked forward to the moon to slacken all those bonds which seemed too soon and quickly tied to make lasting troth. Quick loving hearts, I thought, may quickly loathe, and looking on myself, I seemed not me, not one. For such man's love, more like an out of tune, worn viol, a good singer would be wroth to spoil his song with, and which, snatched in haste, is laid down at the first ill sounding note. I did not wrong myself so, but I placed a wrong on thee, for perfect strains may float neath master hands from instruments defaced, and great souls at one stroke may do and do it. The end. And that was Sonnet 32. Okay. Okay. Now okay. Okay, now I'm reading from okay, Robert Browning poem is passages from his poem called Pauline. Pauline, mine own, bend over me, thy soft breast shall pant to mine. Head, bend over me, thy sweet eyes, and loosen hair and breathing lips, and arms drawing me to thee. These build up a screen to shut me in with thee and from all fear, so that I might unlock the sleepless brood of fancies from my soul, their lurking place, nor doubt that each would pass, never to return to one so washed, so loved and so secured. But what can guard thee but thy naked love? Ah, dearest, whoso sucks a poison wound and venoms his own veins. Thou art so good, so calm. If thou shouldst wear a brow less light for some wild thought, which but for me were kept from out thy soul, as from a sacred star, yet till I have unlocked them, it were vain to hope to sing. Some woe would light on me. Nature would point at one whose quivering lip was bathed in her enchantments, whose brow burned beneath the crown to which her secrets knelt, who learned a spell which can call up the dead, and then departed smiling like a fiend who had deceived God. If such one should ask again her altars and stand robed and crowned amid the faithful, sad confession first, remorse and pardon and old claims, renewed ere I can be as I shall be no more. I had been spared this shame if I had sat by thee forever from the first, in place of my wild dreams of beauty and of good, or with them as in earnest of their truth. No thought nor hope having been shut from thee, no vague wish unexplained, no wandering aim sent back to bind on fancy's wings and seek some strange fair world where it might be a law, but doubting nothing had been led by thee through youth and saved, as one at length awaked, who has slept through a peril. All vain, vain. Thou lovest me. The past is in its grave. Though its ghost haunts us, still this much is ours to cast away restraint, lest a worse thing wait for us in the dark. Thou lovest me, and thou art to receive not love but faith, for which thou wouldst be mine, and smile and take all shapes and chains, and would feel without a fear that form which music follows like a slave. And I look to thee, and I trust in thee, as in a northern night one looks away always unto the east for morn and spring and joy. Thou seest then my aimless, hopeless state, and resting on some few old feelings won back by thy beauty. What is that I essay? The task which was to me what now thou art. And why should I conceal one weakness more? Pauline, could I but break the spell? Not now. All's fever. But when calm shall come again, I am prepared. I have made life my own. I would not be content with all the change one frame should feel, but I have gone in thought through all conjuncture. I have lived all my life when it is most alive, where strangest fate, new shapes it past surmise, the throes of men, bit by some curse or in the grasp of doom, half visible and still increasing round, or crowning their wide being general aim. Okay. Okay. Okay, new shapes it past surmise. The throes of men bit by some curse or in the grasp of doom, half visible and still increasing round, or crowning their wide being general's aim. These are wild fancies, but I feel, sweet friend, as one breathing his weakness to the ear, a pitying angel, dear as a winter flower, a slight flower growing alone, and offering its frail cup of 3 leaves to the cold sun, yet joyous and confiding like the triumph of a child. And why am I not worthy thee? I can live all the life of plants and gaze drowsily on the bees that fit and play, or bare my breast for sunbeams which will kill, or open in the night of sounds to look for the dim stars. I can mount with a bird, leaping airily his pyramids of leaves and twisted boughs of some tall mountain tree, or ride cheerfully, springing to the heavens, or like a fish, breathe deep in the morning air and the misty sun-warm water, or with flower and tree can smile in light at the sinking sun, just as a storm comes, as a girl would look on the departing lover, most serene. Pauline, come with me. See how I could build a home for us out of the world in thought. I am uplifted. Fly with me, Pauline. The end. And that was a poem by Robert Browning called Passages from Pauline. And that wasn't the complete, which is part of it, according to this. Okay. Okay. And before we go on to the potpourri, where you all can come in. I will give you all the link in a minute. And okay, and since tomorrow's Mother's Day, and I wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. And there's some poems I like to read of ours, Gary and mine. Okay, and this one I want to dedicate this to my mom, called "The Stairway to Heaven," and that's because my mom said that this is in honor of her, because she said this is her favorite poem of all the poetry she has read of mine. This is her favorite. So I would like to read this one for my mom. Love you, Mom. And okay, it's okay, The Stairway to Heaven. It's 6 in the evening, and the sun begins to go down. I am still drinking my soda at the park when I looked up and saw her over yonder. The little girl was excited about something that she had seen in the sky. Out of curiosity, I walked towards her to see what the excitement was all about. Look up in the sky, the little girl said. God made the stairway to heaven. We gotta keep our eyes on it so we won't lose it. God's stairway to heaven was only clouds, but soon it will fade away. To this girl is more than just some clouds, is God's stairway to heaven. From time to time, I still think about the little girl and the stairway to heaven. But one day, I heard that she still believed. Because of her faith, she walked on the stairway to heaven. The end. And that was The Stairway to Heaven. And that was in honor of my mom, and she loved that poem. I wish you could be here today to hear it. But she did get the book, so she knew about the book. Because she wanted this poem in my next book, and that's what I did. And you can find it in Two Hearts in One, by Gary and I. Okay, okay. And there's another poem I like to read for Gary. Gary's poem it is considered a Mother's Day poem. I would think it's called "My Family." This is by Gary A. Snyder. Can there be a good place for me? As a child, yes. Things have changed. The beauties of my life have been taught me now the ways. Now I know of greatness, honesty, and truth. I was so proud of the things I was taught. Right was right, wrong was wrong. Strength and pride was taught to me. Past relatives were strong, hardworking, and proud. I knew I could live all my life being proud because of this. I was strong believing in these virtues. I was strong, young, and so happy to be part of this, my family. The end. And that was Gary's poem called My Family. And this one's and to my mom and to all the moms called Respect and Honor. This is by me too. I wrote this one. Okay, and this is a blitz poetry form. Okay. Respect and honor. My mom is special. My mom admire and respect. Respect she deserves. Respect me for who I am. Am I proud of her? Am I happy she's my mom? Mom, I love you. Mom, thanks for being you. You are cherished. You and Dad, I am proud. Proud to stand up. Proud to be your daughter. Daughter and mother goes hand in hand. Daughter salute. Salute to mom. Salute and honor. Honor your mom and dad too. Honor and cherish. Cherish mom while she's still alive. Cherish the good memories. Memories, oh memories here to stay. Memories in your heart. Heart of gold. Heart to heart talk. Talk to me. Talk to mom. Mom knows best. Mom, here is my gift. Gift of love. Gift of a rose. Rose garden. Rose for you. You are our rainbow. You are the one of a kind mom, one day at a time. Time to stay a while. Time will tell. Tell me, mom. Tell no lie. Lie not to your mom and dad. Lie, no, never. Never say never. Never in a day. Day of appreciation. Day of honor. Honor your mom. Honor and love. Love, mom. The end. This is I wrote. Okay. And okay. Now okay. Let me get the links out there so y'all can come on. We'll have a potpourri now. I will put the links on the YouTube first, and I'll put on the Facebook and the Poetry Club too. Okay, let me get this. Okay, okay. Um, okay, okay. I should put it in there. Okay, okay. I got the link for that for on YouTube. Okay, now let me get it on there on the before we get started. Let me put it in here too. Okay, um, okay, Okay, and I put it in the poetry club. Now I'll get back and put it in my page. Um, okay, okay, um, okay. Forex. Wait. Okay, forex. Okay. U T W X 3. Okay, P W. Okay. Now I got it in every one of them now. I put the link on there. Okay, we got our first one. Okay. And you can if you okay. Yes. Okay. Um you probably have to okay, I got it. Uh okay. Okay, Emilia said I can't get on though through here. The link isn't working for me. You might have to copy and paste it. Okay. And then okay. Yes, that's what Robbie said. Robbie said you probably have to copy and paste it. Yes. I thought so. Okay. Okay. Okay, Emilia said, okay, I'm in here because the YouTube link wasn't working for me. Okay. Okay. And Robbie said, I think it's the right link, so not hyperlinked. Yep. You're right, Robbie. That is the right link. I think you have to copy and paste it. Yep. And okay. And Robbie said, when I should try to as copy paste it, it worked for me. Okay, thank you, Robbie. And now okay, we got Star Portraits on here. Okay, let's welcome Star Portraits. Okay, um,
There we go.
hello.
I had you muted.
Okay, hello, Star. Welcome to the Poetry Club Days Saturday night show in the Potpourri. Thank you. It's an honor to have you here.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you, my dear
Very
friend.
welcome.
Oh, and everybody, I'm just going to shoot a little plug to Noreen. If you have Tupperware that you want to buy, she has a link on her page. So go and buy some Tupperware from her.
Um, oh, thank you. Thank you so very much.
You're most welcome. How are you doing tonight?
Okay, I'm doing good.
That's
And
good. That's
yeah,
good.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing.
That's
I must be doing okay because I wrote a poem.
okay. Yay. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I haven't written in. Well, I wrote one a couple months ago,
Mhm.
and that was the first one I probably wrote in 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
I told you after my dad passed away, it's like
Yes.
my words passed away with him.
Yes. Mhm. Yes. Because
So I will read the little poem that I wrote. I actually wrote two.
Okay.
This is called The Scam of the Rose. The
Okay.
rose shows her beauty. Oh, hold on. Don't you
Okay.
love it when ads come across? The rose shows her beauty standing afar. One would never know her vicious thorns. Riding on the emotions of others, she hopes they come close, hoping they pick her, only to draw blood from each of them, so they drop her in agony. She laughs as she drinks their blood, the blood that drips from off her thorns. Using each person, she's ugly inside, hiding in her outer beauty, her scent. She is simply lonely until someone cuts her off. She dies without the blood of her pricks. She's dying. She sends her scent out, hoping to scam another to give their blood. Alas, she has been seen with true eyes, so used for her temporary beauty, her scamming of others soon dies. And that's a poem on personification of a rose.
Wow. Wow. That. Wow. I love that.
Thank
It,
you.
you're very welcome. That was wow. That was sad. That is powerful. I think it's powerful to me.
Thank you. I
Wow.
appreciate that.
Okay, you're very welcome. Wow.
I
Wow.
don't have a Mother's Day poem, so
Oh,
that was just the one that came to me.
wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I felt
Sometimes
my
some
computer
of
tried
it
to go to sleep.
okay. Sometimes it takes a while for it to come back. You know,
Yeah,
because like when Jerry passed away, it took me a long time before I even wanted to write. But I did write. Like took, like I was writing to him and I was grieving, and but I still write, but not as often as I want. I
yeah.
don't write every day like I want to.
My
Hmm.
dad was my number one supporter, so when he passed away, it,
Hmm.
it became hard. Yeah, it became very hard. In fact, I
Yeah.
wrote a poem on that. If you want to hear it,
Okay.
it's
I would
called
love to hear it.
Death
Hmm.
Becomes Her. One
Hmm.
moment there.
Hmm.
The words died with him. His protection had ended. Though heaven opened their gates, they got more than his soul. Part of me died with him. No more gazing upon his supporting gaze. A secret lunch here and there, the jealousy of others prevented a public announcement. My heart tears in the memory of him. He rests in my dreams. I awake and ask my husband, "Is it true? Is he really gone?" He shakes his head yes. He holds me tightly, knowing the tears of my heart leaks through my eyes. He just sits and holds me. My words fizzle away. They get stuck between here and there, only to fade from my heart. I force my pen to continue to write. I'm lucky if it leaks a drop of ink. But today it did. Will it tomorrow? Or will death happen again? In peace.
Wow. 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 Well, I love that one.
Thank you.
Wow. 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 Who?
So those were my two poems I wrote tonight while I was listening to you read Shakespeare and Elizabeth and Robert Browning.
Wow. And oh, and Honey Z said uh, let me see she said oh okay, awesome star. Okay. Okay. And somebody said hello, and
Hello.
I'll find out in a minute because they had to. Oh, Donna, my friend Donna. She okay.
Hi,
That was
Donna.
her. Okay, she said hello. We're having a storm, so I may not be able to see you, Mom. But I wanted to say hi at least. Oh, welcome, Donna. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being welcome to the Poetry Club, and, Saturday night show. And it's an honor to have you here. Well, if you're having a storm, Donna, we must be going to have one too. because she lives in Winter Haven, and I live here in Lakewell, so she don't live too far. And if you all haven't heard her daughter is really good at writing poetry. It is awesome.
Oh, I'll
Okay,
have to listen to her sometime.
yes, because she was on our show before, on the show before reading it. I had to find the show. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, and okay, did have it uh,
Oh, I'm also while I was listening to you, I'm doing some diamond painting. This is a silly picture I'm doing for my husband.
okay. Oh,
It's a rooster with swim trunks on and sunglasses.
wow, wow! I love that.
It's fun. It's
Yes,
peaceful. It helps me.
yes. Well, I love that. That is beautiful. Oh, and
Well,
Donna said thank you, and she said thank you, and she said she's listening, talking about her daughter, listening in the background. She's smiling.
well, I'm gonna have to
Uh,
let you go. I have some other stuff to do, but thank you for having me in.
okay, you're very welcome. And she said that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay,
Talk to you later.
okay. Mhm. Okay. Talk to you later. Thank you, Star. Okay, and Donna, if you want, um, if Lucille wants to read, she's welcome to come and read if she wants to read. Okay. And you ready? Okay. Now Emily is going to read her poetry, and Emily is here now. And hello, Emily. Okay. 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 And Star said thank you. You're very welcome, Star. Okay. Hello, email. Okay. Did you have a poem for us?
Yes, it's called Mumsy in respect for Mother's Day. I'm gonna have to uh move the video down so I can access the poem, but I'll go ahead and read that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Okay, again it's called Dearest Mumsy.
Okay.
Mum Mumsy, that was your special name I made up for you. You thought that mom or mama or even mommy was too simple for you. So you asked for a special name. There it is. I've been looking at the photo of you and Auntie and Nana. You are all again joined in heaven. I love the photo of you with the roses in your mouth. Being silly, it was my birthday and you were a little tipsy. It was so funny how you would tell everyone you were drunk every time you had more than one drink. What memories I love the most is when we used to walk through Golden Gate Park making up stories as we went along. They always began with Mimi and Mommy are walking through the park when each story would go from there. You saw I had an imagination then and worked at bringing it out. I wonder if you were alive today, what you would say about my poetry. I miss you so much. Gone so many years now. Your presence is severely missed. You saw so much pain, so many tears shed, yet you persevered. Your enduring spirit gave all hope. Gone is your quiet strength. You were the one person I could trust in life. Shared all my hopes and dreams with you daily. Such a loss to me. Longer have has that happened. You gave me loving guidance in my life. With your special type of wisdom, you had your negatives. It taught me to forgive. Your love I never doubted. Rest in peace, Mumsy. I know you are with Jesus now. Musings of Emilia T. Davis, aka Poetical Angel Queen.
Wow. Wow. I love that one. Thank you, Amelia. Great job. Yeah.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate being
welcome.
here. I'm very honored. And
Okay.
shout out to Robbie, Star, and Hyundai.
Okay. 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 You have another poem?
Yeah, I do. Just a minute, please.
Okay. Okay.
Because again, I gotta reduce it down to.
Okay. Hmm.
I'm sorry that I just don't have multiple. Okay, here we go. It's called Painful Life Experiences.
Hmm.
The intense pain is searing. My body is screaming at me. Darkness surrounds me. Seems nobody cares. I've loved so many folks over the years. I mean, deep, heartfelt love, family love, friends love, stranger love to help when I could. Yet as I sit here looking over my life, never was my love valued or returned. Just people using me for one thing or another. Yes, even my blood relatives used me as well. A concept so hard for me to wrap my head around. Using someone. I gave out my heart, not for what someone could do for me. Some would say I've been a fool, not seeing the forest for the trees. Yet, at least I know I've done my best for everyone, as does God. What others may think of me, their opinions, attitudes, and belief about me doesn't matter. It's my Father God that I'm concerned about. He knows my pains, heartbreaks, my heart, my soul, and my intentions to help the best I could in any given situation. The truth is unfortunately not a popular in our society. People rather believe lies. Another concept that is hard for me to understand. Why do you want to believe lies and hate the truth? So here I sit all alone, no human by my side. Who I do have is my Holy Trinity, and that is more important. Most could not have dealt with the pain I have, the betrayals, the verbal and physical abuse, torment, the hate, the searing pain I live with every day of my life, the emotional devastation of flashbacks to horrific experiences. I persevere. I continue to heal my wounds by myself. My Bible and the Holy Trinity assisting in the process. I've been blessed with a few good friends that are now my family, spread out across the nation. They inbox me, text me, or call. Nobody right here to give me a personal hug or a pat on the back. God has kept me alive and I'm still going strong through it all. I've had guns to my head more times than I can count. I've had a knife to my throat. I've been beaten unmercifully. It's God's glory that I may be bent, but I'm not broken or dead. I draw strength from my Lord Jesus. He has seen me through it all. In the end, I shall wear a crown, and my enemies shall be my footstool. They may laugh at my pain and heartbreak now, but they truly will not be laughing when the ultimate judge will pass sentence upon them. We all fall short of the cross. All have sinned. We are here to help each other through this thing called life, to reach out a hand up, not to tear others down or belittle them or to crush people's spirits. We are here to uplift and love humanity. So, regardless what pains, what nightmares, what struggles, who has betrayed you, who has lied to you, who has disgraced you, just know you are God's child and He loves you so much and He doesn't create mistakes. Take heart and know you are loved and appreciated. This too shall pass. Musings of Amelia T. Davis, aka Poetical Angel Queen.
Okay. Wow. That was great,
Thank
Emilia.
you.
That was powerful. You're very welcome. Okay. And Star said, uh, have to go now. Hubby is hungry. And then and then she said, and Star said, good job, Emilia.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. And okay. Then she said, okay, love you, Noreen. Love you too, Star. Okay. 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 And keep on writing, Amelia. That was great. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, you're very welcome. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. And okay. Was that the poem? Was that the all the poem you got to read? Okay, that
Pardon
was
me, I
it,
did
right?
the mumsy and then I did the pain. Those were the
The two of
two I
them.
read.
Yeah. Okay. 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 You did a great job. Thank you. Thank you for
Th-
coming on here, Emilia.
No problem.
Okay.
As I said, I'm very
Okay.
honored to be here and I just adore you and you're a phenomenal poet yourself. And I appreciate the
Oh, you
opportunity to
too.
do my poetry on here.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Okay, and then thank you too. Okay. Okay. Does okay, and happy Mother's Day to you too. And I forgot to
Thank
tell
you.
you, Star, happy Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to Amelia. And I
Thank
forgot
you.
to tell it to Star. You're very welcome. And happy Mother's Day to Star and to Donna and who else was and happy Mother's Day to Honey too. And if I miss anyone, well, I apologize. And happy Mother's Day to everyone. Okay, okay. Does anyone else have anything want to come on here and read? Okay. I'm Donna. Did your daughter Lucia want to come on here and read? Okay. Thank you, Amelia. Okay. I'll
No,
talk to you
no.
later. And, okay.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You're very welcome. Okay. Let me see this. Let me see. Uh, um, Let me. Um. Uh oh. I'm trying to do this. Uh oh. Um.
Do you want me to give you an update about what's been?
Oh. 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 Okay. 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 Does anybody else want to come on here and read? Mhm. Um. Okay. Um. Okay. Mm. Does anybody else have anything else to say or want to come on here? Okay. And um. Okay. Um. Robbie, did you want to come on? Um. Um. mm, Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. Hello, Elizabeth. To the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Did you want to come on, or did you have anything to any announcements? Um. Okay. Um. Okay. And thank you for coming here, Elizabeth. It is an honor to have you here. Okay. And Okay. Mm, mm. Oh, it's not work. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. And Emilia said again, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Emilia. And thank you for coming on here and reading. Okay. And Elizabeth said I will send a message. Okay, Elizabeth. I'll be looking out for it now. Okay. Mm, okay. 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 And while I'm waiting on, okay, well, while wait, anybody else wants to come on and read their poetry, or have any? Oh, okay, I forgot that was on there. Okay, um, okay, okay. While I'm waiting, oh, Solar Angel, did you? Are you? If you're still here, did you want to read some poetry too? You're welcome to it. We don't want to forget Solar Angel either. And Happy Mother's Day to you, Soul Angel. And okay, okay. Okay. Okay, I have okay, announcements. Bill, aka William S. Peter Sr. He's having an anthology called Armchair Poetry to sit and get comfortable with while you read. The Flowers and Butterflies edition by Poets of the World. Submission guidelines is one poem, bio of 50 words or less, picture of the poet. This offering must be poetry about warm and beautiful things, such as love, children, flowers, and butterflies. Submit it to Inner Child Press Anthologies at gmail.com. And the end date is July 1st, 2023. And I will spell out the Gmail in case I don't in case I don't pronounce it clearly. INNERPRESSANTHOLOGIES at gmail at gmail.com. Okay, another thing about it, he says, please submit in English. You may submit in other languages, but must include an English translation and transliteration if the language is not written in Roman letters, Latin script. Bio of 50 words or less written in the third person, such as she is published in 5 anthologies, rather than I am published in 5 anthologies. If you are submitting a translated poem, you may also send a bio and picture for the translator, picture of the poet. All submissions must be an attachment as a Word document plus picture. No information included in email. Body will be accepted. Okay, and Elizabeth said, Dear Noreen, I sent an announcement of our exhibit happening today. Thank you. You are very welcome, Elizabeth. Okay, I'll go. Okay, read her announcement now. And okay, mm, okay, okay, dear Noreen. Okay, would like to make an announcement of the opening of our group exhibit today, Sunday, May the 14th, at 3 p.m. Philippine time, called Flora and Fauna Art Pola Artist Exhibit, to be held at Le Blanc Hotel and Resort in Antipolo City, Philippines. Um, okay, okay, and one is there is um in Amador in Leo, Bernardo Matias, Celeste Onet Untalan, Charmaine Marie Olindres de Chavez, Crisel Guzik, Corazon Gapa Patadra, Dana Bote, Dia Solis, Diane Cabas, Edward Sato, Elizabeth Esquera Castillo. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Okay. Gian Jansen Blanco, Isagami Cruz, Jason Bordon, J.M. Guzik, Jomar Cagas, John Mark Navarro, Jojo Figueroa Javier, Liana Messina, Marjay B.C. Gomez, Marie Claire, Maritas Paragas, Nesna, Marge Sula Aquino, Mark Joseph Deloria, Marque De Leon, Mary Rose Gubb, Mary Jane Aaron, Michelle Diva, Nelson Basa, Paul A. Messina Jr., Robert Gassino, Raji Gapayo, Romel Marteja Reyes, Vivian Nocum Numpin. And that's one's going to they're the artists that is going to be there for the artist exhibit Flora Infana. So if you're in Philippines, go and support Elizabeth Esquerda Castillo, and she's an awesome poet and artist, and she's very multi-talented. So go and support her. And that's May the 14th, Sunday at 3 p.m. Philippine time. Okay, it's going to be held at, once again, it's going to be held at the Blanc Hotel and Resort in Antipolo City, Philippines. Okay. Okay. And this is awesome. And Elizabeth said, uh thanks, dear Noreen. You are very welcome, Elizabeth. Okay. Okay. And okay, let me see about the other announcements. Okay. And the okay. And the other announcements are okay, you can see Honey Parker show on Outworld Fleet radio station every Sunday and Wednesday from 11 p.m. to midnight. Um, called Poetic Expressions. Okay, I think she's doing oils now. Oils. So if you want some oils, get in touch with her. Okay, and check out Craig Kirkland. Um, Okay, he has a YouTube channel called Great Amazia on YouTube, the TDP show with Amazia the Great, and he don't have that right now. It's on the I think it's on the back burner, or I think he's, I'm not really sure, but you can go on his YouTube channel and see the past shows. I'm telling you what, he has an awesome channel. I mean, and he also has a book um, called the Don't Cry. I got it over there. Okay, called "Don't Cry." So check it out. And Elizabeth's got a book too. What I do with it? Oh, here they are. Okay. Um, Craig A. Kirkland has his book. Um, don't don't cry. Um, Elizabeth Esquire Castillo has her book called "Inner Reflections of the Muse." Hope y'all can see this. I, um, okay, I don't know. Okay, and okay, and I got more books. Okay, and Max Winnett got her book too. Um, I got it over there because I finished reading hers, so hers over there. I got to put up, and okay, and Franco Flavius and Max Winnett and Francine is on you has there's a channel called Red J Nostalgia on YouTube, and they have a show called the Real Stuff Podcast, the Poetry Corner, every Friday from 11 a.m. to noontime. Go and check that out. And next one, it has a magazine too. Uh, um, Plots Creative Magazine, and so check that out too. I want a Mother's Day poem. She's having, so check her, so send it to her. And and Elizabeth said, "It's Sunday now here. I would like to greet everyone Happy Mother's Day." Okay. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Wow, it is Sunday over there now. Right now, it is 7:07 p.m. here in Florida. Wow, on the Saturday. Wow. Well, big difference. Okay. Um, and Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Nina Purple has a show called Voices Behind the Pens on every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on talkshoe.com /show /poet radio station. And if you want to call in and read your poems, you can. You can call in and read it. And Nyla Alicia has a show called Speakeasy Cafe every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. And if you want to call in and read your poetry, you can too and read it. Okay, and there's another announcement I was going to say too. Now it left me. Uh, yes, this coming Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. On Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to have a show called Have a Chat with Poet Noreen, and my guest star will be Petros, and and he's in Greece, and his time is 8 o'clock in his time in Greece time. So come and check it out if y'all want. Okay, Monday at 1 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. in Greece time. Okay, and I haven't been on that poker shop in a long time, but I'm not going to do it regularly because I didn't think there was not too many people coming on there. So I will do it every now and then. I'll be on there, but I just haven't had the time yet. So anybody else would like to come on here? Okay, and okay, okay. Don't look like anybody's here now. Don't look like, I'm not sure. Okay, well, like I said, wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, and and um and I hope to see you all next Saturday. Remember, live your dreams. You're never too old or too young to live your dreams, and don't worry what other people think. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Oh yes, I got another announcement. I remember now. I will tell you all. I'm going to do another shop. I've been doing Ko-Fi. I'm going to keep my coffee shop, ko-fi.com /Gary and Noreen. I'm going to have two shops, but I like coffee the best. But I'm going to try Big Cartel, so I haven't. I'm going to do that. And right now, I'm going to have 5 things in that shop. That's for the free one. Um, what? Who are Stuttering John said it is time to take down the QP, Trump and his racist Jew kids. We will no longer stand for their racism and transphobia. No trial is needed. If you have friends who are Jews, know are skimming. So you know who you are, Stuttering John? we don't have no this is not the place for this. We don't I don't allow no racism. I don't allow about cutting anybody down. And this is not what this is all about. We all have to get along. And so please try to get along with everybody. And we don't need that. I don't know who you are. I never seen you on here. It look like you're on YouTube. But please know I don't allow this. I appreciate be nice and be friendly, okay? I don't allow this. This is about poetry and you know and I want everybody to get along, okay? And you know what? We all need to get along as a community and get you know and don't and you don't talk about taking anyone down, stuttering John. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you on here before. But you know what? We all as a community, let's get along, not be like you. We need all get along. Um, Stuttering John said, I'm a celebrity. I was on the Howard Stern show and the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I know all about those Jews and how evil they are. There are also all Republicans. They need to be stopped. You know what, Stuttering John? I don't care if you are a celebrity. This is my show, and you can talk what you want on the Howard Stern show and the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. That's up to you, them. But you know what? Everybody, all the people, all they want is peace. All we want is peace. And I don't appreciate you. You know, not every Jew is a bad. I don't know what you come up with about all those Jews. How you know the stuff. We gotta be friends with each other. We gotta be nice and loving to everybody. We just can't be so hostile for people. And people like you, Studying John, that's why the world is the way it is, full of hate. So, Studying John, I know you said you're a celebrity, but you know what? So please, this is my show. We don't want no racism here. So please be nice and be kind. Okay, that's all I ask. And and I don't put up with the racism here or about taking anybody down. No, we don't want that. This is not what I'm all about. I'm all about sharing poetry and my late husband's poetry and letting people come on here and sharing their poetry and letting people know all we want is love and peace and get along. You know what I mean? And we don't need a world like yours, Studying John, where you want to take people down. We don't need that. And that's my opinion. Okay, we're going to close out now. And remember, you're never too young or too old to live your dreams. And it don't matter what others say. If you believe in your dreams, go for it. And and remember, let's get along here. That's what we need. We need people to get along, and we don't need any full people of hatred. You know, and we need God back in this country. We need God back in this world too. Okay, and thank you all for being here. It is an honor to have you all here. I hope y'all have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, and a great week. Thank you all. Thank you for being here. Okay.